Hello, David. Oh, he's still doing something. Hello there. Did you go to the toilet? Hello, hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, for sure. So before we start our lesson, let's review a little bit about passive voice, okay? So here we have, you have to read the sentence and make it into passive voice, okay?
Yeah.
So here we are. Let's choose the game for yourself. What game do you want to play?
Fishing.
Okay, fishing frenzy. Let's see. Okay, so I will send you the link right away here. Let's start the link. Okay, tell me when you are ready. We have almost 1 more minute.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Good job, good job. So we have the end of the game for you. Now let's jump right into our main lesson today. It will be about grammar. Okay, so let's see. We have what grammar about. Comparative structures. Okay, so you already learned about more and less. Okay, for how to compare between two things, right? For example, you should drive more carefully, or he used to drive faster. Now I drive the fastest. Okay, so it's the comparatives and comparisons for you. Let's see, what do we have? Okay, so we have some more sentence. We have two comparatives in one sentence. So it will be the longer he lives, the crazier things gets. Đó là một cái gì đó càng thế này thì một cái gì đó càng thế kia. Okay. So the harder I tried, the better my life became. Đó là tôi càng phấn đấu thì cuộc sống của tôi càng tốt. So can you make for me some sentences with two comparatives in a sentence? For example, I will say in Vietnamese. Nếu tôi càng học chăm chỉ thì thành tích của tôi càng cao. How do you say it in English?
If I work if I work harder.
If I work harder,
Cuộc sống không?
the higher score
The higher score I
will
get.
yes. Next one. Okay, and also we have some comparatives often has a clause after than. For example, she is more upbeat than she used to be. He less unhappy than I imagined. And John swam further than he intended to. Okay, cái gì đó hơn một cái gì. For example, tôi cảm thấy xấu hổ hơn so với bạn tưởng tượng. Tôi cảm thấy xấu hổ hơn so với bạn tưởng tượng đó. So how can you say that in English?
I more shame than you imagine.
Okay, I feel more ashamed than you can imagine, or you imagined. Good. Okay, let's see, what do we have for this? So here I have some adjective and also the regular and irregular one. So can you make for me some sentence with a regular adjective in comparative? For example, beautiful. The first one, beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Like cô ấy trông đẹp hơn.
Difficult. The most difficult. The most beautiful. Sorry.
So she is the most beautiful girl I have ever seen, or she is more beautiful than she used to be. Okay, cô ấy đẹp hơn so với trước đây. She is more beautiful now than she used to be. Okay, next one. Tôi là người lái xe nhanh nhất trong lớp.
I am the fastest driver in that. I am the fastest driver in that. Yeah.
In my school, in my class.
in school.
Okay, so I am the fastest, okay, fastest, not test,
Fastest.
fastest driver
Fastest.
in my class.
Oh,
Okay, in my class. Next one. So we can even use a little, slightly, a lot, much, or even before the adjective to show your own opinion about how to compare. For example, nó chỉ đẹp hơn một xíu thôi này, hoặc là đẹp hơn rất nhiều. So we can use a little, a lot, or slightly like that. For example, I will tell you a Vietnamese one. Đi máy bay sẽ an toàn hơn rất nhiều so với lái xe mô tô.
Flying is much safer than driving.
Yes, flying is a lot or much safer than driving a motorbike. Okay, kind of that. Good. Next one. We can even comparatives with as and as, using just for the similar things. Okay. For example, đó là so sánh ngang bằng cái này bằng cái kia. For example, flying is nowhere near as dangerous as driving. Okay. For example, another one. Tôi và bạn tôi đều hài hước như nhau. How can you say it in English?
I'm just as funny as my friend.
Okay, actually you can say funny sometimes, but actually normally funny is for object. Funny is not really coded for a person or people. We cannot say you are, sometimes, yes, sometimes you can say you are a funny person, but normally hài hước is mean humorous, okay? Humorous, hài hước. So I am as humorous as my friend, okay? Good. So here, let's underline the correct word to complete the text, okay? So I need you to read this one and then choose the correct answer for the sentence here to complete, okay? So let's start from, if you were Curtis Mitsotakis, okay, someone, I don't know. Let's go. If you were
Kostis Mitsotakis, you might consider yourself the worst unlucky man. Kostis was the only person in his village not to buy a ticket in the Spanish Christmas lottery. And when they won first prize, everyone expected Kostis received a share of the total prize of nearly 600 million. What is this?
What is it? What do you mean?
What is this?
So he was
there.
Oh, pound. It's pound. England pounds.
Pound.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the poorest person in his village that Christmas. But there are other contenders. For example, U.S. Park Ranger Russ Sullivan was even unluckier than Costin. He was struck by lightning 7 times in his lifetime. The world record, however, that's nothing like as bad as British John Line, who is perhaps for most unfortunate of all. At 18 month old, he accidentally drank the disinfectant and had to have his stomach pumped, and the odor he got the worst thing became he's been run over, nearly drowned, and had a car crash. Your life has been more accident few and than you would think possible. But he doesn't think he's unlucky as fast. He concerned most of his accident could be have and a lot of more seriously. So he may actually the worst luckiest.
Okay. So from that paragraph, can I ask you some questions? So which one do you think is the unluckiest person in the world from that paragraph?
I think is the second guy, Roy Sullivan. Sullivan.
Sullivan,
He
okay.
was Sullivan. He was struck by lightning 7 times.
Yes, for sure. And do you think you are the lucky one or unlucky one in your life?
Mid, I think it's
Yes.
mid. I'm not lucky and I'm not unlucky too.
Why? Why are you lucky and why are you unlucky sometimes?
Sometimes I got good grade and also I can and also I like escape from the accident. So I think I'm lucky. But sometimes uh I lose my game.
So I think I am unlucky.
No, for another reason.
And
And when I got a bad grade or like not good thing at school, my dad will shut up will beat me and also sometimes I'm I'm usually got suddenly.
okay. So actually everyone in the world is like we will have something, sometimes we are lucky, sometimes we are not, right? But normally we are lucky because we have tomorrow. Like we can breathe, we can live, we can have great time always, right? But for sure we'll have very unlucky time, like sometimes daily or weekly like that. But we will overcome all. So I don't think we are like unlucky person at all. We are all lucky because we can live, right? So from this paragraph, do you remember what the problems that Cortes Mitsotakis have to face with?
Yeah.
So what problems did Cortes have to face with?
That Cousin was the only person in his village not to buy a ticket in Spanish Christmas lottery, uh, he didn't win and get a share and got a share of the total prize of nearly 600 million pounds.
Okay, so he were not able to buy the things, right? Good. And now let's see, what do we have more? So let's find some example of rules number 1 to number 3 in the text. So number 1 rule, we usually use more or less and the most and the least to form a qualitative and superlative adverbs. Okay, so can you find for me that sentence that you can see more, less, the most, or the least?
First thing I see, if you might consider here. Consider.
Which one?
Yeah.
I didn't. Can you underline it for me? I could not see.
Consider.
Okay, so you might consider yourself. Okay. Here we can have, actually, the adverb. It means that you need to find an adverb and consider luckiest, unluckiest man here is an adjective. Okay. Ở đây mình phải tìm đó là trạng từ adverbs. So the adverbs here will be more seriously. Một cách nghiêm túc. Okay, seriously is what the adverb. Next one, number 2. You can use the following structure to show that two things change together when they are connected. Okay, so can you make for me a sentence with two things happen together that will be connected to each other? For example, I can make it. If I'm let me see. Oh, I see. I have a very funny sentence. The faster I run, the faster the dog chase me. Okay, so
Why?
kind of that.
Why dog chasing you?
Because when you are like not running, maybe the dog will not chase you, right? For sure. But if you run faster, normally it will chase you after you. And even when you run faster, the dog will chase you faster. Something like that. Okay, your sentence. Your turn now.
It's my turn right now. Okay. If I finish my homework earlier, I can play game earlier too.
So you can say normally the earlier I finish my homework, the earlier I can play games. Something like that, right? Okay, next one. So here we have the other, the worst thing became. And now let's find the sentence with comparatives. Often have a clause after than. So you have to find a clause after than. Where do you can see?
Right, to compare clause than. Okay. Yeah.
No, can you see the words than? Than.
Than here.
Where? I cannot even see it. No,
Than here.
It needs to be followed by a clause. Another clause. Nó sẽ có một mệnh đề ngay sau than, right? But here you cannot only see Cottis. It's a name. It's not a clause. It's not a clause. For example, I am beautiful than she think. So she think is a clause. We have she and think. Nó phải là một câu hoàn chỉnh hoặc là một mệnh đề trong câu. Yes, your life has been more accident-filled than you think possible. Okay, good job. So it's correct. Next one. Okay, so anyways, my Zoom is about to out very soon. So please out the Zoom and come back. We'll finish the task together, okay? So see you in 1 more minute.